There's so much hype going around in today's market that you're about to be impressed. And we actually have an update on the pot collection. Did you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more on us content? So, recently on a Reddit thread here, somebody's pot collection came out. I don't know if this is the Japanese version or the English version, because, for whatever reason, they just didn't show the cards, which, the literal poor mistake of choice to verify that. But you know what? It is kind of cool to see that at least it looks like the first wave of these are starting to circulate, whether or not it be for the English or the OCG variations of these. All right, Angelica, Princess of the Noble Arms. I don't know what it is, but I should have expected these to kind of start to disappear. We're at $65 right now, and we are on what we like to call the upward tick for this. How many quarter century secret rares are we going to see be in danger? Because we've had Sinful Spoils of the Snake Eye. We've had, oh man, there's, let's just pull up Duel's Nexus here. There's a lot of hype being generated right now. Obviously, this has been a downward slump. We've seen Yama's cooling back down from its major uptick that it once had. Nords is still sitting at $53. Nothing too crazy in the back end of that department, which I personally think that's good. But these have been disappearing off of the market. You can think the next line of support for that. Dark Corridors have also been disappearing off the market. It's a $40 quarter century secret. People are going to look at that. So you got a couple of quarter centuries back here that might be worth looking into for the possible long haul out here. And we still seen Sleipnir jumping up to $40. That's 4 quarter century secret rares that have had fairly recent movements on them. So just wanted to point out here, you might want to keep an eye on that stuff. All right, especially when some of these are pushing down to the $25 mark. Kind of interesting. Magic Deflector. So Deflector has made itself aware as a side deck tech choice for this format, which means that people are kind of looking around right now going, maybe I want to have a copy of this. Maybe Magic Deflector is. You do see the dip down here and then the spin back up. You are seeing these at $4, and they do push up here. I don't foresee a world where we see this jumping up too much more, maybe $5, but when you're seeing light plays for 4, you're already kind of pushing the $5 mark as it is at this point in time. Just kind of keep this in mind, all right? That way you can go, nobody told me about Magic Deflector, and we just did. All right, what else we got? Oh, yeah. Remember the King of the King of the Beast buyout? Well, if you ever wondered what the sub card is that makes it, what is Moja? This is Moja. I don't know why Moja never got more support. Moja, honestly, destroyed by balance into the graveyard. You had a level 4 beast monster from your graveyard to your hand. Love the fact that these just ramped up to $1. It's not like Moja ever actually was crazy money, to be honest with you, but, okay, it's also from the old Duelist Pack tin back in the day. Talk about very interesting. And then King of the Beast. We saw the ramp up buyouts from this the other day. Have not seen any changes on the market side of this, but once again, when Edison format is doing Edison format things, when people are getting excited for the crazy new, oh my gosh, I can play Moja Turbo. This is the deck I can play. I don't know, just some Rescue Cat with Moja in your deck, man, and I understand that people find that a little bit innovative. If we're really gonna call that, is this innovative? I don't know, man. It's just a 2,500 attack summon skull, but okay. Pot of Prosperities. We're on the clasp of the reprint for this, but originals 18 listings, they're going up, and this is all because, once again, why are people paying this price? Well, Robbie's got the reprint coming. I don't get it. You know why it's going up? Because people want to play you need to play the card right now. If you have an event coming up here in the next coming weeks, you're going to want this card. All right, and it's the same story. Where's our pot collections at? I don't know, your pot collections at this point, I see ideally we just tossed up more at $39 a piece. They're like, give us more free. Come on, give us free money. Come on, we know this is getting the reprint here in the future, but come on, more money, please. Keep handing it over. I'm sure a lot of people have already seen the amount of tier-related buyouts, but these are still $26 for Beast King of the Swamps. And people look at me when I talk about this card, and they're like, nobody's going to play this. You know, King of the Swamp is better. This card is also an Aqua monster for what that's worth. So that does matter a wee little bit. Yeah, it means you can cut the polymers. It was just the little cute things that we saw the OCG doing in the very early stages of this deck. So, and it's still stuck around. And Dark Rage Dragon. How much worse have these actually got? I am kind of curious because, you know, all real things considered for this card, the OCG started hyping this up over the week. Yeah, no, nothing's changed. Yeah, the OCG started hyping this up. Like, oh my gosh, you know, we just had all of our tier hits, and now we can play this card. And then everybody in the TCG, for whatever reason, we've known about this card for weeks. I've talked about this on a couple market watches, and all of a sudden people are like, oh my gosh, the OCG's, you know, picking this up. We've known about this. No, stop it. Get some help, TCG. You've had the opportunity to get these for weeks. And yeah, people are something else. Shaddoll Fusions. You know, these are kind of, when I saw this, I don't know, supers are 30 listings? 33, 50 from the structure deck. You know, these are kind of getting a little bit low on listing. When I saw this at first, I was like, huh, you know, maybe. I mean, they're $5.50 on up to $6. That doesn't seem like a lot, but you gotta ask yourself. I mean, technically, Shaddoll stuff is on the horizon for usability. It's also got tier elements hype going around it. It happens all the time. I mean, you side this with a Shekanaga, you can drop, some of your millers, and then your opponent's going to stare at you and go, oh, yeah, this is great. You know, this is the fun that we live in out here. And, of course, we have another Ghost from the Past buy. I mean, between this and Sun Avalon Dryas, you've got multiple cards that are starting to go back up. It's been 2 years, by the way, for Ghost from the Past to actually start relevantly doing something. I'm so impressed at this point that it took like 2 years from Ghost from the Past 1 to actually start to do something in some of these back end quadrants. But the fact that we are seeing these market movements, the fact that people are looking at these cards and going, hey, you know, Shaddoll cards, that's kind of cool. All right, Timeless Reader, did you know this card's still $4? I see that we do have a little bit of a dip down here, but people still want their secret rares. Basically $4, on up to $5 for these. So a little impressive things that definitely get you. I'm actually kind of surprised to see that Redoer has been consistently doing this well. Okay, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. Well, secret rares, you're looking a little bit low on listings there. Just a little bit. I mean, you got 13 of them sticking around here. 14, 15, heading on up to $20. Well, Jack Atlas hype. You know, people, I understand, once again, he does the same thing as every other rarity of the card, but people want their shinier versions. It's just how it is. Void Ogre. Yeah, I talked about this the other day, and then these were $2 to $3 when I talked about them. And then these blew up. I hope you had the opportunity to get these when they were very, very cheap, because that's disgusting. Even the supers are starting to resonate down here at the $2 mark. I hope I gave you guys enough of a heads up on that. You know, Verti Anacondas for the dual overload versions, it was just something I kind of stumbled upon. We're down to 75 listings for these. Now, I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know why in the last couple weeks that we've seen this card kind of spinning back up in value. I'm assuming that this is going to be the new ban list meme at this point in time, but keep an eye on this little guy. Weird things are happening back here. And then, of course, Harpy's Featherstorm, probably coming up for a reprint and rarity collection here, but $7, yeah, these really haven't changed all that much. Yeah, pretty consistent track record for these guys. And I mean, the commons down here are still worth $5. Hopefully we do see a reprint of this. Hopefully we do follow suit here in the near future for some more of the actual goods, because there's a lot of things that need reprints right now, but with today's market, I'm not going to lie to you, there's a lot of garbage back here. A lot more than I think you probably wanted to know. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll be honest with you, there's going to be some more interesting stuff tomorrow. You guys have a good rest of your day, alright? patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.